Welcome everybody. Today in this video we're going to talk about something super important. It's because a lot of people misunderstand this aspect, this little factor that will genuinely change your whole life. And the man without this thing is gonna be lost. Okay, and there is a very famous quote from a wise man, and this wise man once said that a man without a purpose will distract himself with pleasure. Okay, it's very known, it's very popular. It's a quote, right? You probably heard about it, but basically that just means that if there is no purpose in your life, you will distract yourself with pleasure. And this is why I made this video in the first place, which is the hidden link between purpose and pornography addiction. Okay, so stay with me, and this is this video gonna be very good. Okay, so make sure to take notes as well. So why should you listen to me? Who the fuck are you? You guy with the sunglasses and a cap and a freaking Richard with a watch. Who the hell are you? Why should I listen to you? It's because I've helped plenty amount of people. As you can see, people just like you who used to struggle with this addiction, and they overcame this addiction. They have their own purpose, they have their own life, and they are going through the best moments of their life. Okay, so listen, I will explain you a little bit. As you can see here, all of those people I've helped here, boom. But here I'm just gonna show like couple let's say specific ones, because those are the one that is kind of like fulfilling, and it really make me feel very proud of myself as well, to make like people change their whole freaking life. Like, think about it. Rose used it to be addicted. He used it to struggle with this addiction for a couple years, and now he got a girlfriend and he's going to the gym consistently. Come on, man, come on, bro, come on. Right? So as you can see, you can read the message. You can pause the video if you want to. It's the same thing with Alex. Let me zoom a little bit here. As you can see, man, like Alex is it's crazy, bro. Like, he was addicted, right? And obviously when he joined the coaching program, he overcame this addiction. Why? Because we just gave the best actionable steps. We are the best, right? And of course he got a girlfriend as well. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Cairo. Cairo used it to do trekking. He was like, he had like kind of like, he was struggling a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, he was struggling a lot. You can see here as well, it was in a very critical situation, and now he literally have his own purpose. Literally his own purpose. He's doing trekking, he's traveling the world. Well, I saw this on his own TikTok. I think right now he's in Paris. But yeah, that's pretty old. That's why you should listen to me. I'm not a random guy with just sunglasses and Richard with a watch. No, trust me, I'm more than this, okay? So every human being is wired to seek a meaning. Super easy, understandable. When we don't have a clear sense of direction, our brain doesn't just sit idle, it craves stimulation, comfort, and distractions. That's the reason why there's a lot of men, a lot of women as well, that are smoking, drinking, partying, and so on. It's because they are just simply lost. And why they are lost is because they don't have a purpose. That's all. Like, it's super easy. It's logical, right? And that's why so many men today fall into the cycle of pornography, instant gratification, and destructive habits. You know what I'm saying? But here we're talking more specifically about pornography, right? So it's not that you're weak or broken, just like what everyone is telling you on social media. That's not your case, brother. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, because I've been in your shoes. Okay? It's not that you're weak or you're broken or you're depressed or you're a piece of I'm not gonna say the word, right? But you get what I'm saying. That's not the case. Everyone in social media always gonna tell you something. They're gonna kill your ego. They're gonna make you feel sad about yourself, right? But you should be proud of yourself, okay? If you went through hard times, you should be proud of yourself, man, okay? So I'm very proud of you if you went through hard times and basically, you made your situation better. And I really respect you for this as well if you're watching this video, okay? Shout out to you, man. So, that's the reason why a lot of people do bad behaviors, right? And it's that your brain is still trying to fill an empty space, the absence of purpose. And I promise you, it's super relatable with a lot of people, with a lot of my clients. And this is what it feels like. This is like, I think, Obito. It's an anime. I just found it randomly. This is the feeling that you feel basically on a daily basis. You feel like something is missing. There is like a hole in your chest. It's like, what the hell am I gonna do with my life? Right? It kind of puts you in a very critical situation when the only thing that you are thinking about is, kind of like destroying yourself with pleasure, or basically run away or cope with the stress that you have, the depression that you have, the misunderstanding of life that you have. And that's why you are doing all of those bad behaviors. But here, like I've said, once again, I'm talking specifically about pornography, right? So neuroscience show us that a human brain is built around the reward system, which is dopamine, right? Or more specifically, the D2 dopamine receptor, right? And the dopamine, the motivation neurotransmitter, spikes when we move towards something that feels meaningful. So think about it, right? Think about it this way. So every single time you wake up, let's say you have a job. Every single time you wake up, basically you're gonna be driven because you have a job that you love, right? It's because it gives you like this purpose, it gives you a meaning. And that's why as soon as you wake up and you start thinking about your job, you are producing dopamine, literally. And of course, if you are just waking up and you just get up off your bed, the dopamine is produced, as easy as it sounds, right? So the dopamine is the motivation neurotransmitter, spikes when we move towards something that feels meaningful, right? If it's something meaningful that aligns with your purpose, obviously you will do it. And it's gonna produce dopamine. It's gonna make you feel good, right? And dopamine is the chemical that makes you feel good. You probably know that, right? Because you are a smart person who is watching this video. If you are watching this video, you are actually very smart. I'm not gonna lie to you, because 99% of people are watching like strain, like brain rot, bad content, just to, I don't know, I really don't know why. But I do this as well, but most of the time I watch educational YouTube videos. So I really respect you for that. Once again, I really respect you for this. So, but when your life lacks purpose, remember, those same circuits gets hijacked by artificial rewards, like pornography, junk food, and endless scrolling, okay? So, like I've said previously here, I'm just gonna give you an example of like exposure of high rewarding food, okay? So before, as like I've told you before, let's say we are more into quitting this addiction, you know, pornography, which is not an addiction in the first place, okay? So here I'm gonna give you another alternative that kind of aligns with pornography, so you can get the idea, because I really want you to improve your perspective, basically, right? So exposure to highly rewarded food can lead to increased food intake. So excessive consumption, consumption of reward food, it's gonna desensitize, because it leads to a desensitization to the reward system. Okay, desensitization. Here we go, to the reward system. Okay, so basically, it's just gonna make you crave more, right? And this is gonna basically make you to want more food to eat, which gonna cause you to increase intake of food, overeating, right? Overeating. Same thing with overthinking, same thing with over-consuming those content, right? Pornography. And this is gonna put you in a very critical situation with bad results, like increasing in the body weight, right? It's very common, you probably know that, but it does definitely make sense, right? So, we was here, boom, 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 okay. But here's the thing, right? Psychologists call this the void principle. Okay, so what is the void principle? The void principle means when your life lacks purpose, right, or meaningful, something that gonna make you driven on a daily basis, or direction, your brain creates an empty space inside you. Remember the example that I gave you here. It kind of gave you like the same feeling as this guy. He's lost, he don't know what to do, he just wake up every single day just to smoke the same thing, to watch the same content on a daily basis, right? So I definitely know how this feel like, because I'm in the same position as yours. And yeah, boom, boom, boom. So to avoid the principle means when your life lacks purpose or direction, your brain creates an empty space inside you, right? And to fill the emptiness, it grabs quick pleasure like pornography or scrolling, but those never truly satisfy. Okay, it never gonna satisfy. I promise you, it will never ever satisfy you. Why? It's because pornography is more about fantasies, right? So whenever you watch a video clip of pornography, first thing first, it's not real, and it's not the same way as in the reality. I promise you, it's not the same intimate relationship that you're gonna have with your wife and not your girlfriend. Okay, I really cannot emphasize it enough. If you have a girlfriend, wait till marriage, and then you can marry her. Then you can even dance naked if you want. Literally, my mom even told me this as well, right? If you want to dance naked with your brother, go ahead, but just don't do any bad, sexual, let's say intimate something, right? Intimate relationship with your girlfriend, knowing that it's your girlfriend, not your wife. Okay, I really cannot emphasize this enough, and I promise you, you should always follow God. Literally, God is you need to prioritize God by my own meanings. Okay, so also another thing is, when you're gonna follow God, it's always gonna give you another purpose. Okay, it's gonna give you more purpose. It's gonna make you more driven and, let's say, more disciplined. Literally. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, boom, 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 satisfy. So this is gonna be you as well if you are not driven, and basically that's why you will never basically satisfy yourself. It's because you're always gonna be consuming the same content. Like I've told you, pornography, it's all about fantasies. It's literally fake, okay? And we are the one who choose to watch this type of content. And I promise you, listen, it's not bad. I'm not trying to judge you here or doing none of these, literally, because I've been in the same position as yours, and you will see later, right? Later in this video. So behavioral science confirming, right? So people with a strong sense of purpose not only live longer, you heard me right. They not only live longer, but they also have a higher resilience against addiction, depression, and anxiety. Okay, it's not gonna make you overthink on a daily basis. It's not gonna kill your own paths, kill your own body slowly on a daily basis. It's because you are driven. You have something to do on a daily basis, and it does make sense. It's easy as it sounds. So purpose acts like a compass. It gives you a direction when life gets difficult. So let's think, like, I will give you an example, right? So me, for my case, when I used it to go to university before because I dropped out, it doesn't align with my purpose, right? Why did I dropped out? Is because, like I've told you before, it doesn't align with my purpose, and it was make me lost. It literally made me lost. And this applies to you as well if you have a job or if you whatever. It really makes sense, right? So if you have a job or something like this and you feel like it does not really aligns, right? What you're gonna do is either do something else to make yourself better, right? Financially, but still go to the job so just you can get the money. Do you get what I'm saying? So basically the purpose acts like a compass. It gives you a direction where life gets difficult. That's why a lot of people, when they're gonna prioritize God, like I've told you previously, super important. I really cannot emphasize on it. It doesn't matter if you are Christian or Muslim or whatever, right? But those are the main religions. I promise you, brother, when you're gonna align with God and you're gonna have your own purpose, I promise you, the life just become way easier. Basically, it's a path, as you can see here. You create an own path, and if there is any distractions in the path, well, obviously, you're just gonna take off the distraction from the path because you just have to keep going, okay? And it anchors you so you don't drift into a destructive cycle, like I've told you before. That's the reason why a lot of people that have a purpose, I don't know, like something like they have a very big purpose. Let's say, for example, you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family. Maybe you want to have a crazy body, right? Aesthetic body, or you want to be a bodybuilder, right? Or whatever, right? You want to be an athlete, if you want to be a professional football, professional basketball, maybe golf. It doesn't matter, like anything, right? But when you're gonna have something bigger, right? A higher purpose, what's gonna happen is your perspective about life gonna increase and not decrease, right? Does that make sense? And this is, like I've told you here, when you start to visualize yourself being something else, which I think we're gonna talk about it later, but basically when you start to visualize more stuff, you create a new perspective, and this perspective is bigger than the current life that you have, right? I hope this makes sense because it's really easy, right? And purpose, what I mean by this is not only about the purpose that everyone is telling you, right? What I've told you here, it's also in the relationship. It's literally the same thing in a relationship. If you are in a relationship and your own purpose is just to have sexual, let's say a sexual relationship with the girl that you are currently with, I promise you, it's not gonna do nothing. It's just gonna kill you, slowly, and kill the girl as well. You know what I'm saying? I will tell you something else that they kind of like piss me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see a lot of people that keep telling that if you don't have sex with a girl every single week, you are a loser. Those are the red pill guys. They keep telling you this. And they keep telling you as well that semen retention is fake, it doesn't work, and watching pornography sometimes does not have any, bad, let's say, factors. Do you genuinely think that it's true? You can pause the video and think about it, because I'm not gonna answer. The answer is obvious, right? But as like I've told you here, lust is love, right? Lust is when you love this woman in a lustful way. You just love her body and you just think about sexual thoughts. But love, it's literally more fulfilling. It does align with the purpose, right? You're gonna love a person so you can expand your DNA. I'm not gonna say it like this sounds weird, right? But basically you're gonna have a beautiful family, right? You guys can travel, you guys can have fun, you can go out with her, you can go with unlimited amount of dates and so on. And that was me as well. That was me. When I used it to lust over my girlfriend, I'm telling you, my life was kind of like a piece of shit. I say the word. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take this video, but you get what I'm saying, right? But as soon as I start to love my girlfriend, like genuinely love her, I promise you it's more fulfilling. Right now I can play with her some games, like I don't know, like yesterday I was playing with her Minecraft and it was super fun. It was super fun, right? So it doesn't matter if it's games or going out or whatever. By my own meanings, what I'm trying to explain here is lust will never lead you to something. It's because it's more about pleasure. But love, it's more purposeful. I don't know if this word exists, but it's aligned with the purpose. The purpose is to have kids, have fun, expand your genetics or DNA, whatever you want to call it, and so on. And this is why a purpose is super important. That's why I gave you this example as well. So think about it for a second, right? Most of your urges, fantasies, right? Because the urges are fake. A lot of people are gonna keep telling you that if you have the urges, you need to find a way to cope with those urges or to fix the urges so you don't have these sexual thoughts. They're gonna lead you to watch pornography, which is gonna lead you to PMO or relapse, right? That's not the case. You are the one who can control your own urges. Why? It's because I will tell you why. It's because fantasies are the reason why you are watching pornography. It's because if you watch, let's say, a couple the first time ever, right? If you watch a couple, you're gonna go from watching a couple to watching the woman by herself. It's because it's all about fantasies. It's never gonna satisfy you. Remember what I've told you here. Let me see. Boom. It's never gonna satisfy you. Truly, it never will satisfy you. And that's why you never find this perfect video. But when you think that you found the perfect video, you relapse quickly. It's because you are fantasizing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with people that watch animes and so on. So I know what I'm talking about. It's okay. I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to explain it as well. Okay? There's also futa and transgender and so on, right? But basically, you get what I'm saying. So most of your fantasies don't come from desire itself. It's because it's a fantasy. They come more often from boredom and lack of clarity and the absence of bigger mission or purpose, right? Whatever you want to call it. Your brain wants to strive to be able to conquer, but if you're not feeding it a vision, it will settle for crumbs. It literally gonna goes away like this. You're just gonna be trying to find a way to make yourself feel better or just to make yourself have pleasure on a daily basis, so you don't basically find your own purpose. Because think about it, there's two types of mindset that I really want you guys to understand. The first one is the one that I had, right? All of those years. The mindset that I'm talking right now is about let's say embracing pain, right? Embracing pain. So the first, like I've told you, the first mindset is embracing pain, and is basically when you have something bad, when you feel like you need to pleasure yourself, you don't do it, right? You genuinely don't do it, and you start to try to improve yourself, right? That's the first type of mindset. The second type of mindset is people that are genuinely gonna pleasure themselves with alcohol, watching pornography, going out, and so on, like lust and so on, right? You get what I'm saying? But obviously, you are the one who can choose your own mindset, right? I hope this makes sense because it's super easy. And I had this mindset, let's say, couple years ago. But here, as you can see, I'm gonna explain you everything, right? So how did I manage to get this mindset, and did it actually work even though I was still masturbating? The answer is no, right? Why? It's because back in 2020, COVID-19 and all of this stuff, it was chaotic, literally, right? I was lost. You can literally see in my face. Just look at my face, brother. Look at my face. I was lost. I was genuinely lost, right? And I was depressed. I was very, let's say, suicidal, right? I was thinking about ending it, right? You get what I'm saying? I was playing video games all the time. I was talking with random people on Discord. It was really painful. And I really hope nobody goes from this, critical situation or this pain. It was very painful. Like, genuinely, I'm talking to you. It was very painful, and I wish that nobody goes, on this phase. And then, of course, since I saw that I was in a very critical situation, nobody will, help me. In the mid-2023, I went to the gym. As you can see, the body is decent, not crazy, but yeah. I went to the gym. But guess what? I was still masturbating, right? Even though I was still on self-improvement journey. But look at the face. The face never lies. Look at the face. Look at the eyes. The eyes never lies, Chico, right? Just look at the eyes. You can see that something is missing. I genuinely look like the guy that have a hole in his... Let me show you. They have a hole. This guy. They have a hole in his chest. I genuinely look like him, okay? And then, of course, in 2024 is when I'm focused more in the gym. As you can see, I look way better. I have more muscle, I build more muscle, but still something was missing. Something was missing. I was journaling, I was closer to God, I was watching self-improvement videos on a daily basis. I was doing everything, I was running and so on, but still something was missing. Something was missing. But the thing that was missing is quitting this addiction, which is not an addiction in the first place, because I'm just gonna say addiction because most of people gonna understand what I'm saying, right? Pornography is when I quit pornography, when the purpose aligned more with my expectations. And this is why in 2025, right now, my main purpose is to literally help as much people as I can to quit this addiction. And I promise you, this is my goal. Why? It's because I know how does it feel like. It's very painful. You wake up the same time, the same day, every single day, and you keep telling yourself that this is the last time, and you still manage to do it again, right? You feel like you are stuck in this box. You are literally stuck in this box. You can do nothing. There is nothing that you can do except keep, I'm not gonna say the word, but keep masturbating, right? But you get what I'm saying. But this is why quitting pornography isn't just about resisting the urges. It's literally not about resisting the urges. It's just about being lost, right? It's about rewiring your identity. I'm gonna talk about it for a second. Around something greater, the momentary pleasure, but also deleting all the value. Because think about it, right? Most of people that watch pornography, they give it too much perceived value because of their fantasies. If you watch a video, it's because you fantasize over this girl. Or let's say, for example, because I had a person who told me this on Discord. Lucas, you need to stop spamming me on Discord. On Instagram. He told me that he saw, for example, a Roma girl, right? A girl from Roma, and he found her attractive. So because he saw her, he couldn't talk to her. He was fantasizing about her. So guess what he did? He just went to pornography website and he watched it. He doesn't even need to go and talk to this girl. The only thing that he can do is fantasize over this girl and go and talk to her. Not even talk to her, sorry. Go and generally masturbate while watching a video of a girl that look the same. So I know what I'm talking about as well. And the identity is super important. Sorry. Why? It's because when you're gonna have a purpose, you're gonna shift your identity. And I promise you I know what I'm talking about. Back when I used to go to university, I was lost. I promise you, I was very, very lost, even though I was still on the self-improvement journey, right? When I used to go to university, I was still masturbating, I was still watching sexual content. And as soon as I stopped and practiced semen retention for only like 3 months, crazy. In this 3 months, only 3 months, like, look how crazy it is, right? In only 3 months, I found my own purpose. In only 3 months. It took me more than 5 years to be on this self-improvement journey, and still something was missing. As soon as I stopped watching those sexual content and practiced semen retention, I found my purpose. As easy as it sounds, okay? And of course, it's the same thing with the fake cycle of pleasure. Like I've told you before, you wake up, you do the same shit every single day, and you feel like something is missing, right? It's because you create your own cycle and you close yourself with this box. And this box is not even real. You are the one who created with your own thoughts, right? It's because we are the one who creates our own thoughts based on our subconscious mind. And if you keep thinking about the same girl, right, it's gonna stay in your subconscious mind. And because it's gonna stay in your subconscious mind, you're gonna go and watch this girl on this website. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Pornhub, okay? So with our purpose, this cycle will always pull you back. This is the cycle that I'm talking about. And obviously, the more you're gonna have a purpose, the more you're gonna be driven to make more progress. Literally, like, it's super easy. It's because, like I've told you, you have a path. You know what you have to do. You just have to wake up every single day, do something, maybe work on your business, maybe be an athlete, and you know the next steps, basically. But obviously, the truth is simple. You don't have an addiction. That's like what everyone's telling you. An addiction problem. You have a purpose problem. That's the main problem. Because if you don't have a purpose, like I've told you here, remember, the identity, you're gonna have the identity crisis. You're gonna be stuck in this fake cycle of pleasure. You're not gonna be making money or making progress. I don't even know why I said making money, but making progress, right? Even if you are on this self-improvement journey, because even if you think that you are controlling lust, trust me, brother, you are not controlling lust. Lust is controlling you, okay? But obviously, it's just because you don't have a purpose. But once you look in on a vision that excites you, aka purpose, the craving or the fake fantasies and fake dopamines it's gonna lose their power because your energy has somewhere greater to go. And that's why you need to transmute the sexual energy by being on same meditation, right? But here is the catch. Discovering that purpose is not something you stumble into. It requires clarity, guidance, and the right framework. Think about it, right? It took me 5 years to find my purpose. What if for you, it only can take like 1 to 2 to 3 months? Same thing with me. It only took me like 3 months from 5 years of doing self-improvement journey just to find my own purpose and to quit this addiction, genuinely. And I feel way better. You can even see the energy that I give you in this video, okay? And that's exactly what we do inside the coaching program. As you can see, this is the logo. It's successful mentality, right? But because when you know your why, discipline stops being hard. It becomes automatic, okay? When you're gonna know why you do this in the first place, that's it. You don't even need discipline anymore because you're gonna be automatically driven. It's natural, okay? And that's literally all I have to say. As you can see, this applies to every single person that is watching this video. It doesn't matter if you are between the age of 18 to 30, right? I know how does it feel like. I was stuck in the same place. And there is obviously more than more than those people that you see on the screen. So if you want to quit this addiction and you genuinely need help, genuinely, right? And you are super serious about it, the only thing that I can tell you is go to the first link in the description and book a free discovery call. That's all. It's a free discovery call, so I can see if you can fit inside the coaching program. But basically, the main purpose of this, successful mentality is just to literally have a successful mentality. Okay, quit pornography in the first place and make your lifestyle way better. You can find your own purpose. We are the one who got you. And yeah, that's pretty when it comes to this video. Please, I'm begging you, brother. I'm begging you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. It doesn't matter, even if it's a weird question. If it's very weird and very personalized and you don't want anyone, like very personal, and you don't want anyone to see it, you can DM me on Instagram. I would definitely love to talk to you, okay? I genuinely want to help you. You get what I'm saying? So please, if there's any more questions, let me know in the comments. And remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can. Peace.